Hello, Matawan,
Hello.
and all the wonderful dignitaries here, and of course the Stillwell family and the Fisher family. You know, the author Thomas Wolfe said, "You can't go home again." Well, I'm living proof that you can come home again. My husband and I had Matawan as our home for many years. We raised our family here, and I was once a councilman here in Matawan, and one of the founders of the Historical Society, and an active environmentalist who took on the Superfund, otherwise known as Burnfly Bog, with the federal government. And and the thing I'm most proud of, I secured the borough's mansion from the Brown family for the borough of Matawan. I congratulate the Matawan Historical Society upon its dedication to the history of Matawan, particularly to the leadership of Bob Montfort for keeping Matawan's substantial history alive. That's no easy task. Celebrating this 100-year anniversary of the shark attack and allowing us all to be inspired by the symbolism of this monument and the heroics and the history of the events of 1916. You have given life to the memory of Stanley Fisher and young Lester Stillwell. Matawan in the 1700s was part of Middletown, and in this area was also known as Middletown Point. This was a busy landing for produce being shipped to New York City. In the mid-1700s, John Burroughs was known as King Corn for his stature as a merchant. Burroughs, the same Burroughs of the Burroughs Mansion fame, traded along Matawan Creek, the very creek that the shark attack occurred 100 years ago. The creek was navigable then and widely used in early Matawan history. At the same time, Matawan was a prominent destination during the American Revolution. Another famous man comes to mind, and that's Philip Freneau from Mount Pleasant, who was known as the poet of the Revolution. Once again, I'd like to thank Bob Montfort and the Matawan Historical Society and the governments of both Aberdeen and Matawan Borough for presenting us with this exceptional reminder that we must never forget our roots. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, Freeholder Burry. Now I'd like to welcome the Mayor of Matawan, Joseph Altamonte.
Good afternoon, and welcome to our small historic town of Matawan. I would like to thank all the organizers, Women's Club, Historical Society, as well as the many volunteers that worked so hard to acknowledge the memory of Stanley Fisher and Lester Stillwell. Especially I have to give a round of applause for Curtis and Bob Mumford. Matter of fact, my borough clerk said if Bob Mumford came in one more time, she was going to take him to court for alimony. I would also like to welcome Congressman Pallone, our very own Assemblyman Robert Clifton, born and raised in Matawan, our very own freeholder Lillian Burry, our very own Aberdeen Mayor Fred Tagliarini, Councilman Colvin, and Councilman Nick Reed. Thank you for finding the time in your busy schedule to join us in the dedication of the monumental ceremony. The events, which started on July 9th, were well received. The light drizzle did not stop people from enjoying the ice cream social while listening to Fred Lahote's ragtime band on our very own town historian Al Salavane's book signing. The Charlie Car tour was in such demand that they had to add tours by adding a van to accommodate the overwhelming demand for tickets. Overall, it was a memorable week. To the families of Lester Stillwell and Stanley Fisher who are in attendance today, we want you to know you were part of our community then, you are part of our community now, and you will always be a part of our Matawan family. Thank you all for attending, and hope to see you at the Borough Mansion.
by the way. I think I actually played referee a few times with the town administrator and Bob as well. We harassed them quite a lot in the last couple of months. I'd now like to welcome up the Aberdeen Mayor, Fred Tagliarini.
Everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. Welcome to the dignitaries sitting to my left. It's good to see some women in Clifton, known each other a long time. Freeholder Bury, special place in my heart for you for many reasons, and the way you treat Aberdeen and our government, the relationship we have with the freeholders is just terrific. Thank you so very much. Mayor Altamonte and the entire Matawan Council, congratulations to the Matawan Historical Society, the Women's Club, the countless volunteers for planning this incredible week celebration for the 100th anniversary of the infamous shark attack. First, as has been mentioned, we should remember the two fatal victims, Lester Stillwell and Stanley Fisher, and their families. I'm sure the families are honored by your recognition of them today. I thank Mr. Roger Mumford, President, to allow me to speak here today, and I'd also like to thank Aberdeen Councilman Greg Cannon for acting as my liaison from Aberdeen to this celebration. My best to Mayor Altamonte and the entire council and the countless volunteers who have made this week so special here in your great town of Matawan. So have a pleasant afternoon. Thank